I feel like I should be vlogging more. Haven't done that in a while. I always start my day off with black coffee or just a lot of caffeine. The gist is, if you drink a lot of caffeine first thing in the morning, not too much, not over 500 milligrams, but enough to get you not hungry. Because caffeine in a nutshell suppresses your hunger levels. And if you wait until 2 p.m. all the way to even maybe 4 p.m. and then you have your first meal later throughout midday, and then you eat all your calories in that one meal, what's going to happen is that you're going to have enough time to digest your food completely. And so your heart rate is actually going to drop down a lot when you go to sleep. And thus that will improve your ability to have a better sleep, have better recovery. And the next day when you wake up, you'll have better energies to obviously become more productive. And so I'm currently experimenting the 1 meal per day, get all your calories in, and then caffeine to suppress my hunger levels. And then at nighttime, yes, you're going to go to bed hungry, but it helps a lot when you wake up the next day also. Your appetite won't be as, there compared to nighttime. If you want to also experiment with it, you can definitely give it a try as well. Yeah, right now it's like 1:15 p.m. I got the majority of my most important work done, and then it's got like video editing, very basic analytic research, check in with my freelancer team. I feel like there's genuinely no point in making a lot of money and working super hard if you can't even enjoy your time. So I just decided to go on this drive, I guess. A lot of people have been saying that 2025 is already not their year, it's quote unquote their worst year, but I honestly disagree with that heavily. I feel like there's no such thing as a good year or a bad year. The only thing that matters is how you respond to your current scenarios in life, and you can make technically any year your best year or have any year as your worst year ever. And I get it, like a lot of people say, 2025, 2 weeks in, there's been a wildfire that's been across LA, burnt down basically everything. On top of that, TikTok's getting banned, which in my opinion is actually a good thing, and I'll explain why in a second. There's Tate trying to become prime minister for UK. I think that's quite interesting as well. And there's a bunch of things that's been going on recently that's making 2025 seem very, very quote-unquote controversial. First off, the TikTok ban is actually a good thing simply because the easy's money now gone. TikTok shop, TikTok affiliate, whatever you want to say it, there were kids making 300 grand a month, 400 grand a month from it, which obviously is dope. But brands were spending $4 billion every single year on TikTok shop. And now that that's gone, those $4 billion are going to have to be spent towards other things. And as a YouTube business owner, that's actually a very, very good thing, because more money will be allocated towards YouTube ads. And as creators, we benefit a lot when more people spend money on ads. I would say the only downside when it comes to making money with multiple faceless YouTube channels is the fact that it's quite difficult to manage multiple channels at once and grow all of them at once. Oh shit. Or if you really want to scale and have a bunch of freelancers, I'm talking 10 plus employees to manage all your channels and hire a manager, hire an uploader and all that stuff, then you can theoretically grow all channels at once, but that'll take a lot of money first off and a lot of time and energy for you to check in on every single channel all the time. But that is the sacrifice that you have to make, which is leaving some channels behind, letting them slowly drain out while you pour your energy, time, and money into a new channel to grow that one exponentially faster. And then eventually you can obviously slowly grow all channels at once, which I'm going to be doing and planning to do that at least in quarter 2. So summer 2025. I want to answer any sort of frequently asked questions that people who are probably watching this video right now want to get into Evergreen YouTube. So I'm going to think of some off the top of my head. I guess a common one is is it okay to start posting evergreen content on a channel that's previously been in another niche? Yes. If you genuinely have, let's say, a personal brand channel that's monetized, or maybe you had some other viral browse niche and you want to rebrand it to an evergreen search channel, your evergreen videos will never be harmed at all, but your previous videos will be harmed and your fan base will go away. The premise of evergreen channels is to not build a fan base and to have loyal subscribers to watch your content every day, but it's just to simply have as many videos as possible and have a big enough backlog of content that will get views every single day, so then you make a money printing channel. And that's actually what I've personally done, because I've started out posting very cringe vlogs like these ones, but 100 times worse when I was maybe, 4 or 5 years ago. And then once I rebranded to Evergreen channel, obviously you're gonna get backlash from friends saying, oh my god, you're stupid, you just killed your channel, blah blah blah. But I was doing it this time more towards the business side of things, and it worked. If you want to make 2025 the best year of your life, you cannot let whatever conditions around you that are quote unquote negative affect your way of moving in life. Let's just say, for the sake of making things easier, you're starting a YouTube automation channel. Let's say you spend $500 in production, but you only made $50 of ad revenue. So you're $450 down the drain, your videos are not getting any views and traction. That doesn't mean you should stop. But that does mean you have to change your strategy of posting content, whether that be shifting towards more evergreen videos or maybe having a better freelancer. Probably you need to change your packaging and your thumbnails a little bit more. Maybe your hook isn't as strong. There's a lot of different variables that you have to keep on testing and going through trial and error in order for you to become better, get more views, and make more money. The ultimate goal shouldn't change, but the way of getting there, which is your plans and actions, should change constantly. It's 5:43 p.m. now. We got a call real quick to take with a client. I'm gonna be helping him set up his AdSense account and figuring out how he can actually get paid, because he made his first payout for his YouTube channel. Very, very exciting.
Yo.
What's good, bro? How you doing? All right, I just finished that call with my client, David. He's killing it, actually. Only been posting videos on YouTube for about 1.5 months. I actually pulled up some screenshots here as well. One of my clients, Kyle, he started posting, a few short months ago as well. The exponential growth happens after the first few months of foundation setting of the process. Not makeup foundation, proper foundation of posting videos, getting to know what niches work, having a proper freelancer team, and building out the workflow structure. Then you can see just from these graphs that I was pop up graphs of my clients right over here. Okay, take a look at these graphs. Do you notice that the graphs are not like up and down, going extremely viral and dying out, and then always constantly chasing for the next video? That's not how Evergreen YouTube works. I named it the Evergreen system for a reason, because you can be basically making, once everything's set up properly, a full-time income. He can be making an extra $5 grand a month to 10 grand a month while still working your 9-to-5 job, or while still being a super busy dad or a super busy mom or whatever you are, a super busy kid, and you can still make a full-time income without putting full-time energy, because you are putting energy and time and money as well into the backlog content of your video and your whole entire channel before the channel starts to take off and compound and snowball, right? These screenshots that I showed you are slowly growing at the start. This is every single channel that are Evergreen. You can be slowly growing. Once it starts to rank, once you build up a big enough backlog of content, it will start to go up and up and up, and then it will not slow down. Okay, that's a key thing. So you're basically sacrificing your money, time, and energy for the first few months for it to pay off for the next few years. Again, I want to reiterate, growth is not going to happen fast with an Evergreen YouTube, but when you stick at it, I've never seen a single person not succeed in Evergreen YouTube because they didn't quit. The hardest part is continuing to push out videos even when the results do not show and speak for itself. And Evergreen YouTube is a point now where, like, you can see my main channel. I don't know if I document it much enough, but I haven't focused on it because it already has a big enough backlog content to basically produce me a full-time income forever. It is slowly maintaining its exact same pace, maybe dropping by like 1 or 2% every few months. I haven't been focusing, basically, maybe spending an hour a month, and it's still pulling me 7 to 8 grand, maybe even 9 grand a month, because of the systems and the video topics I've produced beforehand. Does that make sense? I hope that does. Because I'm not sure how much you understand and how much of a long way an extra 5 grand a month, even an extra 3 grand a month can go. Even an extra 1 grand a month will tremendously, it will not save your life or change your life, but it will tremendously help you. Think about what you can do with an extra 1 grand a month. If I handed you $1,000 every given month and you just had to put in 1 hour of work every few days to set everything up, and once all the systems have been set up, like YouTube Evergreen Automation, it's automated for a reason. You don't have to actively work time on it. You set up the process, you set up the systems, you find the video topics. After a few months, it will pay you that much amount minimum. As long as you don't quit inside of the system where things look difficult, and as long as you keep on pushing out video topics that are good and profitable. I can't stress this enough. It is impossible for your Evergreen channel to not work, because we're not basing videos that will maybe get views, maybe get picked up by the algorithm, maybe go viral. These videos are guaranteed to be continued to be relevant for years. I have some video topics that are quote unquote dead and has not been pulling views after 3 months, 100 days. And it's been stuck at maybe 20 views, 30 views, and then all of a sudden it starts to rank in search, and it's bringing me thousands of dollars every year. When you have hundreds of videos like that across your channel, hundreds of videos bringing you thousands of dollars every year is 6 figures a year. So that's basically what I want to share with you. It's difficult to set up at the beginning because things look rough and because you feel like you're putting in a lot of energy and time. But when I first started posting videos, I had only $2,000 in my bank account. I told myself I would be willing to lose all of that from my bank account and spend every single dollar if it meant that every single month I was being able to guarantee $1,000 a month off of ad revenue. And to me, that cash flow itself was worth so much more than spending $2,000. I don't care about how much money is in my bank account. What I care is about the cash flow that I'm consistently able to get month after month from my YouTube business. However, I knew that I had a good voiceover, I had time, and when you have time but no money, use the resources that you have. So I was spending 8 hours every single day posting videos made by myself, and I was spitting out 8 videos to 13 videos every single day to post on my channel. The growth was very, very exponential. Month 1, I only made a few hundred. Month 2, it was like 200, 2,000. By month 6, I was consistently hitting $5,000 a month. And I have parents coming to me in Instagram DMs asking me, how long will this take? I want to make an income. I just don't have time. Cool, you don't need to have time. You need to have patience. Those are completely different two things, because you can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have patience, you won't succeed because you aren't going to be willing to go through the quote-unquote trench work. You only need about 30 to 45 minutes per day to be able to pull off an Evergreen YouTube channel, as long as you have the patience to be continuously doing consistent work over the month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. The first 3 months is going to be trench month, okay? That's what I want to signify to you. Trench months means basically putting in work without seeing results. That is quite normal. Right now, my new channel is on month 1.5, I want to say, and it's currently making me about $5 a day. That seems terrible. But by month 3/4, when the systems and processes has been set up right, and what I mean by systems and processes is obviously having the right niches that you know works, doubling down on your best outlier topics, having the videos starting to rank, because it actually takes a few weeks for your videos to start to rank and actually pull in views every single day. By month 3/4, that's when the systems and structures start to actually show and compound. So when you actually implemented the right video topics with the right freelancer teams, with the right strategies and the thumbnail approaches, you will inevitably always get views no matter what. And views equals money. And the thing about Evergreen channels is that you can compound and exponentially grow when you already have a huge backlog of content videos. The thing about like this misconception everyone has with YouTube is, oh, when you grow at a big enough scale, it's gonna be very, very difficult to get even more views or more subscribers. People think, oh, just now that you're at 10,000 a month on a YouTube channel, you're probably capped. To a degree, that is slightly right, but there's something called channel authority within YouTube, is that where like the more videos you rank, the more videos you have are pulling views, and the more subscribers you gain, you build a better establishment and trust and history within YouTube, and it'll be more easier for you to rank your videos and actually pull in views, because YouTube will automatically prioritize your videos getting shown to people above a brand new channel. I could theoretically just go all in on my first ever Evergreen channel and grow that channel to then $1,000 a day. I can 100% do that this year. I choose not to, though. I choose not to for 2 main reasons. Number 1, risk mitigation. If I poured all of my money, energy, and time into one channel, and that channel for some reason got terminated for whatever reason, then my entire income goes from $30,000 a month to 0. And that's not good. You have to minimize your risks within business and have calculated risks to the point where when you have one channel that's big enough that can pay you basically without you ever working a job again, I would say like, yeah, $5,000 a month, then you can start working on another stream of income, which is another channel. So then in case that channel for whatever reason gets pushed down, then you have another stream of income. The chances of your channel getting taken down is basically 0 if you know how to follow your steps properly, if you know how to implement video topics that are safe and not risky, because there are specific words that will get flagged, which I have within a Google Docs from personal experience, and I have that shared within everyone in my community, so they know how to keep their channel safe. But from personal experience, if you have video topics that are in the gambling niche, betting niche, and you don't study YouTube's terms of policies, you can very well lose your entire stream of income. I'm not saying that to scare you, but I'm saying that you have to do your research and due diligence right beforehand. I personally never had any issues with termination. I've never lost any of my channels. None of my clients lost any of their channels, but I do know one guy, he was making $90,000 per month and he lost it all. He was not in the Evergreen niche. I think he was in some other politics niche, which is very, very risky. It makes sense why it got taken down. But Evergreen channels basically have a slim to none chance of your video and your channel getting taken down. So that's on the safer side. But that's reason number one, risk mitigation. Reason number two is to prove to you guys that growing in 2025 is still possible. All of you guys keep on asking me like, bro, I want to make this money. I have, a pretty decent income for myself. Maybe I'm working a job, but the thing is like, I don't want to keep on working. And I feel like I should be able to make it a full-time income without sacrificing all my time, because I just feel like I'm slaving my time away. And after slaving all these hours every single day at my 9 to 5, I'm only getting a fixed paycheck that's capped because I can't scale it. You can't scale on 9 to 5. You're always capped and limited. I say, yeah, you definitely deserve more. The only issue, though, is that you have to believe you can actually get it out there. A lot of you guys just lack faith, and after a week of seeing no results, you just quit. So what I have to tell you is put in 90 days of actual hard work. This doesn't apply to YouTube. This applies to fitness. This applies to relationships. This applies to everything that you want to improve on. Apply 90 days of consistent grind in the right direction. Get someone to tell you how to do it and execute it right. Because if you do 90 days of terrible crap work and you're not doing anything right, you can do 10 years of that and still not get any progress. Doing the right systems and steps will actually fast track you a lot more than doing 10 years of incorrect work. So belief is very, very important. That's why I'm also growing a brand new channel. I'm basically pouring the majority of my energy and time towards growing that. And you will see the exponential growth, just like my clients right over here that you can see. It will be very, very slow for the first few months. Then by month 4-ish, it should start to snowball and compound. And then by month 6 to 9, we will see how far this channel has gotten us. My plan for this whole year, if we just continuously, consistently post on this channel, is that it's going to hit $10,000 a month. Think about this, right? If you are going through the corporate system and the corporate life, and you want to make $10,000 a month, first off, you have to get a 4-year degree. So you spent tens of thousands of dollars on a piece of paper. Great. You're in debt now. You have a piece of paper that says you went to this university. Now you have to apply for a job, and in the first few years of residency, let's say you're a lawyer, they're probably going to be paying you 70 to 80 grand a month. If you're a doctor, because I know as a fact, my siblings are trying to become doctors, and they're doing very, very well. They're already in medicine school, but the first 2 years of residency as a doctor, they're paying you $80,000 a year. On top of that, you have to go through 6 years of school, and you pay 6 figures in debt. Bro, and you're telling me you're gonna quit because you don't make $10,000 a month after the first 3 months, after the first 6 months? That's ridiculous. It's considered fast growth already if you can make 0 to 10K per month within the first 12 months. That is very impressive. Even 2 years. If you take 2 years to grow a channel to 10,000 subscribers, guess what? That is now a $120,000 per year gig that you created within 2 years. That is twice as fast as trying to land a 4-year degree bachelor's, and then your first year, you're not going to make 100 grand a month. You're already in debt. You have to pay that back within your paycheck. Your annual earnings are 60 grand a year to 80 grand a year. By month, like 3 of your job is when you're probably going to be making 6 figures. So what is that? 4 years of school, 3 years of working, 7 years. You are taking 7 years at the good pace to hit 100K a year. And you're telling me you would quit after not getting there in 2 years. 2 years, you think that's slow in business. And your brain, because the reason why is because your brain has been like recalculated to think it should only take 2 months, because you see TikTok, Instagram. There are people and individuals out there who make very, very fast money. The thing about fast money is that number one, it is very, very rare. And number two is when you build fast money, that can collapse just as quickly as it came. When you have a solid enough system and foundation that took you many, many months to build up, it will also take many, many months to destroy. It will be very, very difficult to destroy a Evergreen channel. The only way you would lose all your money and go from $10,000 to $0 a month from an Evergreen channel is by not posting and waiting 2 years, okay? That's literally the only thing that would stop your revenue. Or you post porn, or you post something retarded on your channel, and that causes your entire channel to get terminated because you violated terms of services. But as long as you don't post And as long as you don't post outrageous activities like gambling or whatever, then you're fine. And you're gonna make a lot of money very, very quickly in comparison to the standard corporate life that you are currently pursuing. If you're working a 9 to 5, I don't blame you. You are providing for your family, which is amazing. And if you genuinely start, do not quit. Please do not quit, because putting one foot in the door and then just quitting after wasting, a few months of energy is just simply not worth it. Might as well just finish it all the way. So that's what I wanted to yap to you guys about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my little yap session. I think I'm gonna end this video here. It's getting quite late now. It's 7:30 p.m. It's very early actually, but I like to sleep early, so that's late for me. Okay, goodbye.